Welcome to my multimedia presentation for EDC1200. I've chosen to base my assignment on the after school care service at which I work. I've been employed by the service for approximately 12 months and feel that I know the community here very well. This photo depicts the entrance window to the centre. The phrase, "the place to be between school and home," implies a sense of belonging and comfort. This is a snapshot of the centre's website. The centre is based within a Catholic primary school. Of the 600 students who attend the primary school, approximately 100 of the children attend the after school care service regularly, with about 50 attendees each day. Only students of the Catholic primary school may attend the service, making the after school care community a micro community within the school. Some of the staff are shared between the school and the after school care, and many of the children have class friends at the service. As the centre is on site at the school, children are comfortable in a well-known environment where they feel confident and already have a sense of belonging. The website notes each child's uniqueness and difference as being embraced and celebrated. The tables inside the room are set up in a round formation. This allows for children to work collaboratively on their homework, art, or leisure and play. This kind of setup allows children to work together and reduces the feeling of being excluded, as no one has their back turned upon one another. The room also features couches, which can be used for reading, relaxing, and watching movies, and giving the room a sense of homey feel. As well as having access to the after school care room, children can use the school garden, school gym, and the field for sports. Gender as an axis of identity. There is approximately the same number of girls as boys attending the service. The after school care is open to all primary school children who attend the Catholic primary school, but most of the children who attend are aged between 5 and 9. Quite often, the boys and girls will be seen to play and sit separately, as this photo shows, particularly with the older children, but this gender separation can be seen in the younger kids too. Also, you may notice the girls are wearing quite a lot of pink, which is another prominent feature of gender identity. Even at this young age, this difference can be seen. Many of the staff who work at the centre are also female, advocating the stereotype of a nurturing, mothering female being involved in childcare. Some of the older male students who attend the after school care are really excited when one of the males are working and obviously relate to them well. The girls in the centre really seem to enjoy the art activities, whereas many of the boys will prefer outdoor activities. It is also worth noting that the play kitchen and home corner are situated next to the Barbies and princess-style dress-ups. These types of activities are very popular with the younger girls. Board games, train sets, blocks, and trucks are located on a separate shelf at the other side of the room. This incidental placement of toys indicates a difference in gender identity. Even when the boys are given more options in craft, such as the peg aeroplanes shown here, they will still tend towards the more active games. Most of these peg aeroplanes were completed by girls. This being said, some of the boys who seem hesitant to participate in the art activities will enjoy them once they get going. It is worth considering whether the boys are opposed to craft because they truly dislike it, or because of gender and peer pressures they feel they must live up to. The boys in this photo are enjoying an outdoor game of handball. At the time, there was a quite large group playing, but they demonstrated good communication and cooperation. They managed to play without too much arguing and took turns well. Everyone was welcome to play from kindy up to year 5. The boys did not have to be reminded to include everyone. Some girls were then invited to join the game but declined and preferred to play their own smaller game. It is unknown why they felt nervous to join in. Maybe they believed the boys would be too good or too competitive for them. The boys playing dodgeball here seem to enjoy the team sport, but there are more dominant players that can be very competitive and leave others out without realising. Again, at this time, there were girls sitting along the sidelines who chose to watch but did not feel that they belong in the game and chose not to participate. The rest of the girls chose to stay inside the room doing craft activities. One outdoor activity that the girls do seem to feel more comfortable being involved in is the riding of bikes and scooters. It is possible that the girls feel more comfortable in this activity because they do not have to compete against or with the boys, where they feel as though they are maybe not capable. In this free activity, each individual can go at his or her pace and just enjoy being outdoors. That being said, there are still some who would rather stick with their creative arts and crafts. Race as an axis of identity. There is some cultural diversity present within the after-school care community. One of the staff members is Dutch, and her 3 children who attend regularly speak Dutch and follow the culture. The other children are exposed to this multi-language when these children attend. We also have quite a few Indigenous children who attend the service. Many of these children are integrated quite well. However, there is one child in particular who struggles to fit in. This Indigenous boy is very quiet and does not speak very often or communicate well. He often chooses not to participate in activities, drags at the rear of the group, and often lashes out with bad behaviour. For example, intentionally disrupting other groups' games by knocking things over or snatching something. He has also run away from the centre in the past. All of these things indicate that this particular child does not feel that he belongs in this community. His ruining others' games is a sign that he wants to join in but doesn't know how to. There has also been 2 Indigenous children, 2 brothers, who were banned from the service due to repeated bad behaviour and a failure of their mother to pay fees. These children displayed bad language, violence, and running away. This is a sign that Indigenous children feel that they do not belong in this community and do not feel accepted for their differences, which is a terrible thing. The centre does run many multicultural themed days. For instance, the group has visited the Dutch Clog Barn on a Dutch themed day. We have had a Japanese themed day where the children have learnt some basic Japanese culture and origami. Also on Australia Day, Australian and Aboriginal culture was explored. These kinds of acceptance to diversity broaden the students' cultural knowledge. However, there are still some students who feel that they do not fit in, which needs to be rectified. This is some of the Dutch art that was completed on the Dutch Day. Class as an axis of identity. This picture was painted by a child who attends the centre. It demonstrates the nuclear family with mum, dad and child. It is also obvious to see the gender difference here, with pink and purple used for mum and the little girl, and green for dad. Many of the children in the service are from the standard nuclear family. Being from the Catholic school and the environment, these kinds of values are held to a higher standard, and fees to attend the school are quite high, attracting a higher earning community. Staff are expected to dress professionally with shorts or skirts that must be below the knee. However, there are still quite a few families who are single parent families or families from a lower socio-economic class. There does not appear to be a separation between the children according to their family class. Some children will arrive at the service with little or no food. To ensure we can cater for these children, afternoon tea is provided for all. Each afternoon tea there's a variation of the menu to ensure that all children have something to eat. Fruit is also provided every afternoon. Some children never eat fruit or healthy snacks aside from when they attend after school care, and many love the variety. The program allows for afternoon tea, homework, and free play. Again, some children will never do their homework aside from when they're at after school care, whereas others, parents will be more diligent ensuring their children have completed their homework. Some children will never have their reader or spelling words signed off, which is very important for their early learning and their attitude that they will develop towards education. The Centre provides information to parents relating to the Family Benefits Scheme and rebate in order to have the service available to all, not only the higher socio-economic status class. Although those who attend the private school are only allowed to attend the after-school care centre. All other 3 public schools in town attend the one after-school care centre, whereas the Catholic school chooses to run its own, keeping its community separate from the other schools. I come back to the Indigenous brothers that I mentioned earlier who were banned from the service due to bad behaviour and fee debt. These children, aged 5 and 7, obviously felt a failure to fit into the community, as it was, and often had bad behaviour at school as well as at after-school care. To be kicked out of the after-school care community for their behaviour and the fact that their single mother could not pay the fees would have further diminished their sense of belonging. Other children were not explicitly advised of why these children were not attending anymore, but they were well aware of the behaviour of the children and noted their lack of presence. Difference and belonging. The majority of children in the after-school care community appear to feel a sense of belonging. They feel comfortable within the routines and with each other and the staff. All of the staff members are recognised and work well together, sharing communication. Children work together to create a collaborative rulebook for the rules of the centre. The notice board provides communication for staff and parents and displays the aim and philosophy of the service. The mission statement identifies uniqueness and diversity as areas of value in the after-school care community. A sign brings attention to the fact that some of the children who attend the service are anaphylactic. All children who attend are aware of this fact, and a no sharing food policy is in place. An afternoon tea is prepared separately for these kids. The enrolment, which is completed by all parents when they decide to send their children to after school care, asks for in-depth information relating to the individual child so that the centre can best cater to them and satisfy their needs, making them feel as though they belong in this community. We have a child who is autistic attending the service. He is allocated his own carer with additional funding. He seems to prefer when his carer is one of the male staff, and this is often catered for. A strong sense of identity is the first outcome of the 5 outcomes that have been identified by the service. Staff communicate daily and share ideas as to how to improve the service and their thoughts on children in a written diary. This is entries made by 3 staff members with ideas relating to one young girl who often struggles to fit in harmoniously with others. Even with outcomes, mission statements, and other practices promoting belonging, there are many children who still sit on the outer of this community for reasons relating to race, class, and/or gender. It is something that I had not taken the time to look at or notice previously, and something that I imagine is present in all communities. This is the artwork completed by a student in free time. Many of the children have a strong sense of identity and belonging within the community, but there are still many who do not accept their own differences and struggle to feel accepted. There is a large separation between the girls and boys who often stick to their own gender group for play. This axis is fairly dominant in the setting. Although race does not appear to be a problem for most, there are some who struggle with race as an axis of their own identity and do not feel that they belong. There is a fairly wide range of class, and this does not seem to be a significant factor for belonging within the after-school care community. Group activities such as these aim to encourage a sense of belonging for all. We have a Chinese Whispers game which was conducted at a pajama party themed after school care day, and we also have the children making a breakfast at a restaurant themed after school care day. Part 2. A number of activities have been identified that will help to promote a sense of belonging in the after school care community. It is important to remember the large age range. Children aged from 5 to 12 may attend the centre. At the age of 5, learning episodes cannot be too long or complicated, and they must be engaging. The activity of flying kites is fun and encourages all children to work together. It is a non-competitive activity, and boys and girls can work together on a physical activity without anyone being intimidated by a believed lack of skill. The activity promotes teamwork and communication skills for the kite flying to be successful. All children can have a go and rotate roles. A development of communication skills in a fun, carefree activity will strengthen the confidence of all. Another option for team building in a low-pressure, fun situation is novelty relays. These relays don't require children to have strong athletic abilities. It may be a good idea for a teacher or staff member to divide equal teams of mixed gender, race, class, and age so that no one feels excluded if they are not picked first for a team. You can pause here and view some short clips of a caterpillar relay, balloon relay, and a water relay. There are many more variations that may be devised. As a more passive learning experience, or in wet weather, students could watch a film. The new release film Wreck-It Ralph has some great ideas for the topic of belonging, as Ralph always feels like he's the bad guy and not appreciated. He tries to change, but in the end realizes people need him as he was, or their game will be shut down. It is a good idea to have a brief discussion about these themes. Children may be asked to think of something that they think they are good at and something that they wish they were better at, or a time when they wish they were appreciated. General questions encourage the children to think about these ideas and different people fitting into a community in order to make it work. A staff member may have a quiet chat with individual or small groups of children whenever they get the chance. By making a point of getting to know each person, each child will feel valued as an individual within the after-school care community. Displaying diverse artwork within the after-school care room can also encourage belonging. Any team artwork, such as the scales of this fish representing different children, or tiles in a painting like a puzzle with all the pieces fitting together. Group artwork can demonstrate how different people can work together to achieve something. A mural of handprints would be a great exercise, as the handprint brings an aspect of individuality, and it is a form of art that would be exciting to all children. Even those who generally do not want to participate in art, as they would rather be outside in an active sports game, may be interested in completing an outdoor handprint mural. An All About Me poster could be created and displayed around the room, where children can share some facts about themselves. This makes the members of the after-school care community feel valued and acknowledged. It may also help the children and staff to learn more about each other and help new friendships and belonging form. I have aimed to provide a wide range of learning experiences that may be conducted over a period of time. A range of outdoor sporting activities has been included, as well as a discussion relating to the meaning of a movie, as well as creative artworks. By including a range of learning activities, I've aimed to cater for a wide range of children's interests. I've also considered the young age of many of the attendees when devising simple, fun learning activities. This is a list of references. All photos have been taken from my personal collection unless otherwise stated. Thank you.